Warren Berry of Instinctive Solutions. And again, I want to welcome you to our Better the Pond podcast. We are here to celebrate and acknowledge incredible people doing amazing things to better the pond, and we're leading the charge of generosity. Now today, my guests are Elvis, not the real Elvis Presley, but Elvis and Bianca from Elvis Tours of the Dominican Republic. Now, Bianca is actually from Holland, and right now she is actually supposed to be going back home, but due to the COVID crisis, she's been unable. So she's heading out, and she's hanging out in actually a pretty good environment, if you ask me, right now, on being on an island. It could be worse. She is a social media guru and is always helpful and has a huge heart and is always doing everything to help everyone else out. Now, there's also Elvis. On the other hand, he operates Elvis Tours out of Puerto Plata. Everything that he does is people first. People first, business second. And he pays attention to all his customers. He sends out birthday cards. He has birthday cakes. He keeps in contact with people. He's an amazing individual, and he always has a smile on his face, as you can see right now, hopefully, right? So he and Bianca, we're actually helping children out to get an education in the Dominican Republic. And that's where I first got sort of associated with them. So, you know, this isn't just about the whole COVID-19 crisis, but that's what we're talking about. But this is a much, much bigger picture. They've been doing wonderful things for children to get education. And they are truly an example of how we are better together. So I would like to introduce Elvis and Bianca. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for being with you.
So tell me a little bit more about yourselves.
Okay, well, as you just told me, I'm Bianca. I'm originally from Holland. I fell a long time ago in love with the island of the Dominican Republic. I was supposed to go home next week, but my flights are canceled. I don't know when I can go home. And in that perspective, I just try to do my best here in this moment and using my time for my passion already, that's helping children, but now we took it in a much more bigger perspective, also with the help of Odile and the Rotary Club, to get as many people food in this moment, because many people here are really dependent on tourism. They work in tourism, and since mid-March, everything cut off.
Elvis, what about you? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you said you're English. You're on the English side. I think you do a great job. What about you? What's a bit of your background?
Okay. This is Elvis. So I'm from countryside. Yeah, and I come from the countryside to the city, Puerto Plata, to work in tourism, and have the opportunity to meet a lot of people from many countries. I'm all working as a tour guide. So I can see how I can show my country to many people and many tourists. And now in this situation, we can have the opportunity to help our people. So with the friends we have, the people we know in the social medias, in these possibilities, I think we can do a good job just to help a lot of people who need our help in the moment. So me and Bianca, we are happy doing this because that is something we have the way to help people. Yeah.
So when I come back to the Dominican Republic, do I get a personal tour?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, I get it. We will bring you to the barrio we are sending food to now, so you can see the real difference in what tourists can see and how the real world is in the background.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I was there in scuba diving in Sosua, and I saw some of that area, and I really wanted to get into your culture, the Dominican Republic. I think that honestly, they were amazing people. They were so much fun. Everybody had a smile on their face. There was such a sense of community when I was there. And to be honest with you, I can't wait to get back. But Elvis, I want you to take me in the barrios. I want you to meet the people that are right down. I want to meet the people of the Dominican Republic, not the tourist side of the Dominican Republic. So I hope we can make that happen.
We will.
Okay. So there have been moments in my life when I've felt like an odd duck, like a misfit. And I've realized over the years that, you know, it was those moments in my life where I was a misfit or an odd duck that has actually made me to the person I am today. So either one of you, have you ever felt like an odd duck, a misfit?
Okay. you in the Dominican Republic, maybe you feel like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, and to be honest, I feel it's still today. I feel every day like an odd duck because I'm with my spirit, my honesty, my drive. I totally don't fit in Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic first is a very macho culture, especially in the business side.
Mhm.
And when I come again with my new ideas, what I want, then Elvin looked at me like, oh my God, there you have her again. But finally, at the end, I reached my goals. But the men are not used to strong women over here.
Mhm.
And I fight till the end. If I have something in my head, it will not go out of it till I complete it. So the people here, they don't understand my spirit. They don't understand my speed because when I want to have it done today, why to wait till tomorrow when we can do it today? And that's something totally strange for the people here. So every day in every meeting I am, wherever I go, can you help me? I have to fight for what I want. And they never think like, well, yes, she's right.
See, being an odd duck pays off.
Yes, hopefully.
Elvis, were you ever an odd duck? Were you ever a misfit?
Yeah, sometimes we have a different situation. It depends of the culture. Sometimes people have different religion. And people, for example, in Dominican Republic, we have a religion or we believe, we trust in God, and we hear other people, they don't believe. And they surprised when we say, if God willing for many things, we put God in, in different situation. So, and other people from other countries, they say, no, I don't believe, I don't trust. So many misunderstanding, and you feel in that moment, the dog, and that's the culture is the thing, the things I think is the situation you feel like that, more or less. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I can't wait to get there because I really want you to teach me about the culture of the Dominican. I think
Mhm.
you have an incredible amount to teach other people. So see.
Yeah, our culture is very positive. We don't worry, we don't have stress. We almost of the times happy, and this is something people wonder about that because oh my God, they have a lot of needs, and I don't know how they smile or how they are like that. That is, the positive way to see the life and to keep going to fix everything easier. Is depend the way you see the things.
I think that was brilliant, Elvis, because and then to all our viewers out there, I really want you to listen to what Elvis just said, because I mean, taking a positive outlook to life really, really changes everything. And I think, right now, we have to listen to Elvis, what he has to say about, take a positive approach to what's going on. And that will actually keep us moving forward. Well done. I'm impressed. So, um, when in your life has someone done something for you that's had a true impact on your life?
Sometimes there is always somebody and many people who do something for you, but you cannot mention it. One, because otherwise the other person is going to be, disappointed or jealous. You cannot mention it everybody, but of course, there is people have done something for you, and you have, the feeling you would do something for somebody else, and that is the best way you want to do what. You want the other people do for you what you would like to other people do. So always there is a reason, and when somebody have done something for you.
Bianca, what's
Well,
been an impact in your life? Somebody's done something for you.
it was, yeah, I have to give the credit to the whole Dominican Republic about that. I was always a businesswoman, always working very hard, working more than the 8 hours with every company I made. I was fully dedicated to it. And then when I came to Dominican Republic for several times, you know, when you know it yourself probably, and most of the tourists know it, in the moment you're going on a holiday, you're still with your mind at home. And then after a few days, you start enjoying it. And before you're going home, you start stressing already. Oh my God, how much mail will I find at home? How much this? Oh, I have to check my emails. I have to do this. I have to do that. And really, when I came into Dominican Republic and I went in the barrios because I had many friends over here. And I saw just, yeah, you can hardly call it a home or a house, just a place to sleep and to have to store some things. And those people, what, you have to be there at 3 o'clock? What's happening when I'm coming at 3:15? Why are you stressing? And finally, I learned to adapt to that approach a little bit. And I was asking myself, yes, exactly. What do I win with stressing me out? And what do I win by being angry when I have an appointment at 3 o'clock and somebody is coming at 5 minutes after? Why do I have to be so angry? When I'm waiting for a bus, I'm sitting here in the sun. I have my bottle of water with me. Why I am so angry, why I am stressing myself that that bus is not coming on the right time. And I think that had a real impact in my life, and I took it back to Holland, and I still try to keep that in my mind, like working is not everything. I need to work to live, and I don't live to work. To keep that feeling, and Elvis is always teaching me, Bianca, relax a little bit. Nobody is dying when you do this in 1 hour instead of now in the moment you want it. And that is a feeling I also now want to keep, because you know life can be very short. Now with this happening, like the pandemic, many people die. Maybe tomorrow I will be the next, and then what did I make out of it by stressing?
I think that we have a lot to learn from Elvis by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he said one time to a tourist, and they put it on Facebook, and they met him and they were asking him, why are you always smiling? Because, you know, sometimes you're walking here on the sand in the hot sun, maybe you don't make money today. Tourists say, yeah, tomorrow I will buy, but they never buy, you don't make money, but you are always smiling and always friendly. And I was very touched by the answer, what the people wrote on Facebook, what he said at that moment. And he said, well, I have air in my lungs, I can walk, and I can buy a meal every day. Maybe I do not have everything I want, but I have everything I need, so I don't have reason to complain. I only have reason to smile. And that was something very typical for Dominican.
Wow. You just left a mark on
Yeah.
me. So, you know, I believe that we all live in the same pond. The world is our pond. And, you know, part of what I'm trying to help people do is to better the pond. What's one thing, like, what's something that we can do for someone else, to be expecting nothing in return, so that we can make the world a better place? So I want to hear from you of what are you guys doing right now to better the pond, is the first question. And the second question is, I want to know why you're doing it. Why does it matter? What is driving this?
Well, when you live here, you are realizing how good we have it here. Maybe people lost their jobs. Yes, maybe they're cut from income, but they still have a house. They still don't have to worry about the meal for tonight. Here, people really, 3 weeks ago, everything was normal. 4 weeks ago, people had a reasonable life. They were happy. And from one day to another, the tourism was cut off. And about 75% here, especially in Puerto Plata, living from tourism. Whether it is they're working in a hotel, they're working as a bus driver, a taxi driver, selling tours, souvenirs, having a bar. Many things are indirectly related to tourism. And all those people are at home now. Government is doing what they can. They're giving certain people an allowance, but many people do not get any money.
Nothing.
And when you know the culture here is that people live from day by day. They don't have a saving account. They don't understand that. They don't even have a fridge. So when you bring food, you have to bring food that they can store, because you cannot bring them fresh milk, because in one day it will be damaged by 34 degrees. And the people from one day to another, they were without money, so they have food for 3 or 4 days, and then nothing is coming in. So the stores are full with groceries, but when you don't have money to buy it, it's very frustrating.
So what you just said, would it be fair to say that are there people that are going 3 to 4 days without food? Is that correct?
Well, there are people now that are really worried that they don't have a meal tonight, or that children going to bed literally already with an empty stomach.
What are you actively doing? What are you you and Elvis doing in the community to make a difference?
First, we need to be patient. We are trying to talk to friends to help the people who need the moment of the coronavirus situation. There is many family with no food, and we try to find a way with with friends, social medias, try to help. So Bianca is very, very creativa in Spanish, you know. You know what I mean? When she create, very intelligent. I tell her every time, you are very intelligent.
So it's my understand, and she is. It's my understanding that you guys are helping out Odile with the Rotary Club, and you're helping families get food. Is that correct?
Yes, you know, in this moment, normally what we're trying to do is that people bring stuff like school stuff, dental paste, toothbrush, things like that, because it's very expensive here and people don't have it. We buy school uniforms so the children can go to school. But in this moment, you know, when you don't know if you have to live next year or next month, the most important thing is food now. The food is enough on the island, and to send food is also not possible. So what is in the real urge right now is to get money so we can buy the food. I started this project on my own social media, but I realized already that it would be the project would be too big for just for 2 people. I cannot go in all the barrios. I cannot deliver 100 packages, go shopping myself. So, and I met Odile like 2 months ago. She's also from Holland, and she's also a very strong person, the same like me. What she wants, we will get it done. But those people, when they don't die from corona, they might die from hunger or other diseases they will get because their system will be so weak because they don't have food or they don't have proper food. And yeah, that's something that when you realize it here, yes, you said it before, there was maybe a less place to get stuck on an island. And I feel blessed that I'm stuck on an island like this, but at the same time, it's a prison. It's a luxury prison, and I don't complain because the worst places to be. But when you see the surrounding like this, and when you are afraid that tomorrow when I go to the supermarket, I might be robbed or might be shot myself just for a basket of food because father is there and he wants to have a bread or a bag of rice for his crying baby, I cannot blame him that he tried to do everything to feed his children. But at the same time, it's really scaring me as well.
Well, isn't that interesting? I mean, I just look at that and I mean, how incredibly courageous you're putting your life on the line to help others. Like that is a really an amazing story. How many people are willing to go into the line of fire, right? To help other people. That's Bianca and Elvis. That's incredible. That is amazing. I'm moved by that. Um,
Yeah.
so
Well, I want to say something. Sorry, little sister, for me. When you read this, I don't tell you everything because I don't want you to be worried about me. But now you probably find out what I'm doing here.
yeah, and the good news is, well, you are healthy and you have a big heart, and I think that God takes care of people who do wonderful things for others, and so you're obviously very well taken care of. So
Yeah, I just do what I can.
no, you're humble. I see that. So my question is, here both of you you're going into the barrios. You're concerned about being robbed. You're concerned about getting coronavirus. You're concerned about theft. All those kind of things. yet you're still doing it. And I want to know why. What is your reason why do you do what you do?
I think it's very difficult to explain that, but when you will be here and I will take you in the barrios, I do not have to explain it. But I know for people who never been here, it's very difficult to understand. But when you see how the people really live here, hardly having a shelter because they live on the streets, having a daily struggle for food, then for me, I cannot do different. I have to do it. I cannot explain why I'm doing it because it's just a feeling that I have to do it. I cannot sit here in my apartment and watching Netflix movies all day and waiting till there will be a flight. No, that's for me, it's a waste of time because I can do so much better.
You're a hero.
No, I just try my best.
Elvis, why?
I think it's something with the personality. It's the a vocation. Vocation. When you want to do something for somebody, when you want to help, when you see, look around you, when you see family from you and family from many people suffering, and you think you have in your hand the opportunity to do something, at least as she says, you know, I think it's a feeling you cannot express. You cannot explain why you do something. Just you feel it and you do it, and your heart tell you you are doing a right thing.
You better the pond. I mean, that's incredible. So you know what? I believe that everyone is awesome. I really do, and I think that everyone has a superpower. And you know, when I grew up, I was a bit of a fan of Spider-Man. He was kind of cool. I was never really a comic kid, but as I got a little bit older, have you ever seen the Incredibles movie at all?
No, I'm not really into movies. I don't have time for that.
Well, so just to give you a relationship to this, that I watched The Incredibles, and one of the characters was called Dash, and he was very fast. And that was his superpower, right? The dad was very strong. The mother was Elastigirl, right? Everyone had a superpower, and together they were incredible, right? So I want to know from both of you, right? What is your superpower?
Superpower. I have no idea. I have no. So probably is the motivation, the passion, and the the heart. Is many way to to understand. So if we wish to have a superpower, uh, for example, to be a strong like a Superman and to go get this, go get something, in that way. So in the movie you were talking about, that is, it's important to have a superpower to help people, because also there is people who use a superpower for bad things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yes.
there is many ways, but sometimes you don't see yourself. You don't see what you have. Other people see it. You just do it and you try to do the right things. And sometimes you don't notice what you have. Other people, you don't say I am myself or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That
so here,
is.
let me rephrase this then. Bianca, what is Elvis's superpower?
No, I have to be very careful because otherwise he's going to walk next to his shoes. What I really admire in him is that we are totally different. We are opposite from each other. Where he has a lot of patience, I do not have it. He is so patient with our guests, with everybody. He always wants to please the people. And he doesn't even care to give everything away, and as long as he can help somebody else. And I want to go too fast sometimes. He will slow me down a little bit, and the other way around. And when I have something in my head, I will not give up till I'll reach it. Sometimes it's bad because I will go cost what cost, and I forget some things. I put my life in risk. Alphonse always tell me, you are a challenger. me, I don't see it like that, that I'm a challenger. I know what I want, and I will get it at the end. And because I'm that strong in knowing what I want, that gives me the power to reach whatever I want to do. And I want to have the best for the world, and especially here in Puerto Plata. And that's what probably why I come this far in this moment with our project, because I don't give up.
Okay.
I think about the super. Sorry, I think about the superpower we Dominican people have is the faith. The faith we have, believe. We say many people say God. If God willing, we trust in God. I think that give you a strength, energy, and you know it's a different way. But when you trust, when you believe, I think it's a kind of superpower to have the you know the strength to do what you want sometimes. Yeah.
Wow. I get a bit speechless when you talk, Elvis.
Oh, thank you.
He's
So,
very dedicated to what he do.
she's got such a huge heart. It's amazing. What do you dream of that your future will be?
My future, well, that I can keep doing what I'm doing now, that I would have the superpower to encourage more people to help me in what I'm doing. I don't expect from other people to come here to the country and to buy the food packages and go to deliver it. But you know, there are many people, many things to help, like you are trying to help us, to give us and the Rotary Club a broader audience. And I just hope that in the future people do realize that help is needed everywhere in the world, because some of them are very fortunate and have everything, and other people really have nothing, and that it would be a little bit more of an average.
Elvis, what do you dream
Some
future will be?
my dream, my dream is to be alive, to be healthy, to to have a possibility to help people, to have a better economy situation and power to buy many things and to share with many people. And it depends how you see the way, but sometimes you would like the better future. You would like to better future for your country, for everybody all over the world. It's a reality in the situation of the coronavirus that is impact very seriously, but we keep the hope, and always, you know, there will be a possibility. I think not very soon, but early or you know, early or later, probably the thing is going to get better. So this country is very beautiful, and with the culture, and the people love to work very hard. And working hard is possible to fix a better future. It's not so easy, but it's not impossible. So I think the future, there is future when you are alive. If you have health and you are alive, there is future. You lose your future only when you die, I think.
Brilliantly said.
Eh?
I love it.
What?
I love it. So,
I'm sorry, but you
no,
told me to be myself.
you know, you're an amazing human being, Elvis. Just two things I want to mention. Is right now it's what, $12 US to feed a family for a week. Is that correct? So just,
Yes, more or less, yes.
yeah. So just $12. If we can get, you know, 10,000 people giving $12.
That would be amazing.
Okay, we're gonna set some goals, and right, and we're gonna set some goals in order to do that. So we're you know, a thing, if everybody who listens to this, you know, if you give $12 US and you can feed a family, I mean, really, you know, it's a pretty small price to pay to have a huge impact on somebody else's life. So
yeah, you know, some tourists are sending me a message like, oh my God, I just have $24 that I could send you. I wish I could send more. And then I say to those people, listen, in this moment we have 3,400 followers on our Facebook page. If every follower would say, I can send one package, we can help 3,400 families. How amazing that would be already. You set the goal already at 10,000. I would be already very happy with 2,000 or 3,000.
We're going to
But you know, every dollar, even if you can just miss $1, when 12 people can miss $1, it's still one family.
And, you know, and the thing after this, because of the work that you're doing on education, our work here isn't going to stop at COVID-19. Once we get people fed, then we get to get children educated. And that's going to be our next plan. That's going to be our next goal. So this doesn't stop here.
That will be our future plan.
Absolutely. And then I get to come back and actually meet you in person. And that's what I look forward to. So, Bianca and Elvis, you know, I want to thank you for joining me today. And, you know, and you are leading the charge of generosity. You really, really are. I'm moved by you guys. So, I'm choked up. So where can we go? Where can we go to connect you? How do we get people out there to connect? You know, the week they can reach you. And we talked to Odile. They can, you know, reach at the Rotary Club. But how do we get in contact with you two so that people can either, you know, help donate, ask questions, help in any way they can? What do we need to do?
Well, we have two Facebook pages, Elvis Tours and Elvis Tours Puerto Plata. So in those two Facebook pages, there is a messenger. We are online from 7 in the morning till 11 at night to answer questions for everybody. We try to answer in 12 hours. Sometimes it's not possible because when we are on the road, but that's what we try for. We do have a phone number, but the problem is, you know, Elvis has a phone number, I have a phone number, and then we cannot see what each other is answering. But the Facebook page we can see and we can fill in for each other. So Facebook page and Facebook Messenger is the most easy. They can reach us by a Hotmail. It's elbiatours.hotmail.com. Elbia from Elvis and Bianca, so elbia@hotmail.com. We also have an internet page, elvistourspuertoplata.com. We have an Instagram account, Elvis Tours. On all those pages, you can find information. And when you want to donate, the best way to do is do it by the Rotary page.
Excellent. That's Rotario Dominican Republic or Rotario Puerto Plata? For the
Rotario Puerto Plata.
Okay, so it's Rotario Puerto Plata. That's where they can reach that, and they have the PayPal account. Otherwise, reach out to Elvis Tours. Bianca is a social media genius. So if you just look for Elvis Tours, and then once this is all over with, I really hope that the people that people, please go to the Dominican Republic. It's a wonderful place. They're amazing people. As you see, Elvis is an amazing human being who runs his tour company. Please support him because as we found out, he's doing everything for the right reasons. For anyone out there, you know, if you know someone else who is leading the charge of generosity, please reach out to me. My email address is warren@instinctivesolutions.ca. And let me know if anybody else is that can help out in any capacity so that we can continue to better the pond. So this is Warren and Bianca and Elvis signing out, and we're going to take you beyond the pond to better the pond because we're better together.